my reads lately to start off, and there's been a few random people who have said that to me, and they don't even know that I said that on my channel. Thank you, Spirit, for coming through. I love you. Don't judge me, just enjoy it. Enjoy what I have to offer.
Space.
Space. I love you so much, Collective. Hello, my name is Patience. I am your favorite psychic, spirit medium, host of Spirit News on Spotify, where we teach you about non-physical energy and how you're a non-physical being having a physical experience. You are an extension of source energy, of unconditional love. That's you without your physical form. You are unconditional love. You are that frequency. Hello there, Brax Pack. Thank you for being here. And we teach you that on our podcast on Spotify on Spirit News, where we teach you about your non-physical energy through the help of my very own spirit team, the Guild of the Golden Triangle. Here on our YouTube channel, we do psychic development. I am a childhood psychic, born a psychic. Oh, Margie, my love, miss you. I am born a psychic. I have repressed my psychic gifts my whole life up until 4 years ago, where I finally decided to honor my psychic gift. 1:44 on the clock. And I did that because I was scared to be my authentic self, because I was afraid of the way people would treat me or how they would think of me.
Yes.
Yes, Spirit said. And then 4 years ago, I decided through incidents in my life that I didn't want to hide it anymore, so I asked my spirit guides for help, and we have documented that whole journey starting from the beginning, 1111, starting from the beginning on our TikTok, which we would love for you to be a part of. Lady of Light, hello! Thank you for being here. When I go to bed, when I go to someone's house, I get scared. I pray to Jesus. Good, yes. Pray to whoever, ascended master, God, whatever being of light and love it resonates with you is the one you should call to, for sure. There's no like set rules, just to ask, for help. Um, so we would love for you to be a part of our social media, all of them. You can go to the description bar. We have a TikTok and Instagram. We have the YouTube. We love for you to be a part of our community. It's all about agape. We accept all, reject none, and we'd really love for you to be a part of that. Like I said, if you want to look at our ascension journeys from when we first started doing psychic development 4 years ago, we've documented everything on TikTok, and we continue to document it and gather the data and put it there for you as observers of being co-creators of the universe, which we're having such a wonderful time co-creating in this very unique way with you. We are master manifestors of joy. We have reprogrammed our brain through many different ways, which we document on TikTok, how to reprogram our body to fit our mind body, to fit our emotional body, all of those things. And we just teach you through our own experiences how we got here. So that's what we do, and we hope to give you a higher perspective of your linear view here at Spirit News to help us see what's going on in the ethers from a higher perspective of what's going on. Oh, very good. Glad to have you here. Yes, thank you. Glad to have you here. Why do girls talk more and listen less? Well, I don't know if that's girls. I mean, there's a lot of people who want to be heard, and so they don't know how to listen. A lot of people are wanting, a lot of people haven't gotten somebody to listen to them truly, like intentionally. And so a lot of people are always waiting to say the next thing, instead of listening. That's kind of what the journey's all about, learning to become an observer instead of someone who has to take action all the time or be in the action. And so it's usually about attention. Maybe that's what our read's going to be about. I don't know. But our hopes for doing these psychic reads, besides psychic development, is to help us understand energy. Because first and foremost, we are vibrational beings having a physical experience. And through our own identification and awareness of that, we have gained insight as to how to be master manifestors, how to find joy, how to have everything you need right now. Spirit said present. How to have everything you need right now and to be happy now. And then that way you attract anything you need. And you'll never need anything because you have everything you need now. now. Hi, Mason. Thanks for being here. Oh, that's fantastic. Welcome, all of you. Whoa, you look like my mother-in-law when she was younger. Thank you. I love that. My girl only stops talking at the time of BJ. Well, then be lucky you get in that and she stops talking while she's doing it. Because wouldn't that be awkward if she was talking while she was giving a BJ? 555 on the clock. I am all the Claires. Because females are not black and white like most guys. We question everything, which is a good attribute. Well, I don't, everybody's different. Maybe your girlfriend thinks that you're, someone who doesn't talk a lot. So maybe she feels like she has to kind of fill the space in because she gets nervous around you or something. I don't know. If you want a reading about it, we can dive deeper. You can email me at patiencewithspirit@gmail.com. I do spirit reads for $20 for 20 minutes. I love you. Spirit said no light. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. I am so grateful to my spirit guides, Holy Spirit, angels, spirit guides, ancestors, loved ones, beings of love and light, everyone who has decided to come and be part of this reading tonight. We are so blessed. We are truly favored, highly blessed. We have everything we need right now. I'm happy right where I'm at and everything works out for me. I am happy to bring the messages forward, to be a clear vessel, clear my field to 144,000 hertz to be able to bring God's messages through. I have cleared my space, I have prayed, and I am ready. Devote! Hello! Let's get it, you guys. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling the vibes. I'm in my car because I'm traveling, so let's see. I'm really feeling, I think we should do a prayer first, okay? Let's do it. Grr, meow. That noise is dreadful. Oh, well, if it's dreadful to you, it's 432 hertz. You may want to consider doing some kind of heart chakra meditation. You may have a blocked heart chakra if you find it to be irritating. You might have a blockage on your heart chakra. Spirit, please give me a psalm, a prayer to open up with. Let me see. The Lord my guardian. Psalm 121. I raise my eyes towards the mountains. From whence shall come my help? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. He will not allow your foot to slip or your guardian to sleep. Behold, the guardian of Israel never slumbers nor sleeps. The Lord is your guardian. The Lord is your shade. At your right hand by day the sun will not strike you, nor the moon by night. The Lord will guard you from all evil. He will guard your soul. The Lord will guard your coming and going, both now and forever. There's somebody here who's divinely protected. I have hair in my mouth. And then the psalm next to it, 123, it says, reliance on the Lord. To you I raise my eyes, to you enthroned in heaven, yes, like the eyes of servants on the hand of their masters. Spirits of divination. Yes, I'm here. Like the eyes of a maid on the hand of her mistress, so our eyes are on the Lord our God, till we are shown for favor. Show us favor, Lord, show us favor. For we have our fill of contempt. Our souls are more than satiated with mockery from the insolent, with contempt from the arrogant. You know what? Sorts of divination. We're probably going to talk about somebody who's divination abusing. Somebody who's divinely protected. someone who's arrogant, someone who is in contempt of God, of the Lord, of, when you use divination to hurt people or to spy on people, you're taking something that God gave us as a tool to help us understand ourselves, to help us not predict the future or spy on people, but to understand ourselves where we're at. Divination is a tool that God gave us, and it's up to you. We made a TikTok about this. It's up to the person who is in the midst of divination to decide how they're going to use it. And you can use it for good or for bad. But when you're arrogant and you make a mockery of God and you think that you can do anything you want and there's no consequences, there's no repercussions, and you start to get drunk on that power of 1111, of being able to use this tool, this supernatural tool that Spirit said in my life, to spy on people's lives and then try to use it to have power over people, you just can't do that. And it's something that people do without telling anybody. And there's a specific person here who's been arrogant about it, who's been in contempt of God, who's made a mockery out of God, laughed in God's face about it, like I can do anything I want. Hey, Jacoby. I've been seeing 11 too. I've been seeing 144 a lot too. So they've been doing it against somebody who's protected by God, the Lord, my guardian, someone who's divinely protected. Okay. Okay. Well, let's see. There was a family member of mine, and they just popped in my head, and I didn't know if I was gonna say it or not, but I won't say who they are. But there is a person in my family, a man, who talks to me like I'm an idiot. Okay, he thinks I'm an idiot. He thinks he knows everything. Okay, and he mentioned to me one day something about black magic and divination, and looking back then, I didn't think of anything of it then because this was years ago. And I didn't do readings, and I wasn't honoring my psychic gift, but I still had a high moral compass, and I knew about the laws of free will. I was spiritual, but I wasn't like into it like I am now. I wasn't talking to my spirit guides at the level I am now. I believed in them and all that. And he mentioned something about being powerful, how black magic makes you powerful, or divination gives you some kind of power. That's like roughly what he said. It wasn't verbatim, but that's roughly what I got from it. And I looked at him and I was like, what? I was like, it's not. I said, isn't it the person who's using it? And he looked at me like I had 10 heads. And to me, it made perfect sense, but I could tell that he had never even thought of it that way. And what I mean is, we made a TikTok about this. It's not, it's not the knife in someone's hand that's dangerous. It's the person who's wielding it. It's the intention of the person. The knife is an inanimate object. Cards or Ouija board, divination is typically inanimate, or the energy to do it needs a participant with an intention. It isn't in itself good or evil. It needs an action. It needs someone to take action with it. And so I was like, isn't it the person's intention? And he looked at me like I had 10 fucking heads, because I could tell and feel with my psychic gift, which I didn't know at the time is what I knew, and by his facial expressions, that he never thought of it that way. And so that's how I know that people are doing it. 144, spirit voice. People are doing divination and practicing types of energy manipulation without even questioning themselves. Okay. You will attract whatever energy you're at. Whatever energy you're at, that's what you're going to attract energetically. And so when you practice divination and your intention is to control somebody, is to assert your power over somebody, is to do something negative, yeah, you're going to experience that eventually too. Okay? I mean, I don't know, it seems like common sense to me, but I could tell this, he did not even think of it. So we're gonna talk about someone like that. I can already feel it. So tell me what's going on. Spirit, please be with me. Let's do some archetype cards. I have alchemy cards and archetype cards. I think I'm gonna do archetype. Alright. Spirit, what do you want us to know? What's going on? How can we help? How can we get a higher perspective of this situation? Spirit said artwork. I don't remember. Oh my gosh, you know what movie just popped in my head when Spirit said artwork? Confirmation, thank you. There was this movie I watched with my old friend, and they were an artist, and they were having a hard time. They're having a hard time creating art. And so they went out, they partied, they did drugs. Press play, thank you, Spirit. They did drugs, they were drinking, they thought they were free. Spirit just said, I'm free. They were just basically escaping their reality. Okay, they had to make this art piece that they were commissioned for that they couldn't make. They ended up getting wasted, being with people who are bad news. They got talked into going to some satanic party or whatever, and they did this. It was called Diablo, this black colored cocaine or something like it. It was called Diablo. But the drug would make you, inverted, okay? And so they did this drug, and then all of a sudden they couldn't stop doing the drugs, and when they went to their pad, they were on this drug, Diablo, making this art that they thought was like the greatest art in the world, and they became part of the art. But they like lost themselves in the art through this drug, like all the things they had to go through to create this art. It ended up being this dark art. Spirit said nope. Okay, well, I don't know why that popped in my head, but when Spirit said artwork, it's what I imagined. Like someone here, the mother, someone here okay. Okay. So it's not necessarily about artwork, but someone here, the mother in reverse, which isn't the best, someone who's not very nurturing, someone who's not very kind, someone who's not very compassionate, somebody, hi everybody! I'm an artist. Well, this doesn't have to be an artist, it's just Spirit said artwork. This person created something in a dark space. They could have possibly used divination or some kind of spiritual practice or energy manipulation to make themselves better at this artwork. The vision, I cannot make it up. The vision. To make themselves into some kind of artist or to create some kind of art. Something like that. Or somebody who has a belief that you have to create in a dark space and like some kind of like low, and you know how they say the greatest artwork comes from people who are like sad or something or going through something. That isn't true at all. It's not true. If that were true, then every artist would always, I don't know, you'd have to be sad all the time just to be able to create. Sometimes being sad is what blocks you. So this person had some kind of vision. It doesn't have to be artwork in particular, but something they were creating. But they're a mother in reverse. They're not very creative. They're not very nurturing. They're not very compassionate. Um, they're taking. They like to take. You know, a mother gives, nurtures. This person takes. There's some kind of vision, something that they were working on, something they had in their mind, some kind of work they were doing.
Distending.
Distending. The ocean in reverse. And Spirit said distending. So something that... Wait, let me look up distending. Because I want to say it's the opposite of extending, but let me not assume. Distending. Swell or cause... Oops. Swell or cause to swell. Oh my gosh. Stop doing that. There you go. By pressure from inside. Distending. Oh shit. Oh my gosh, my battery died, I think. There we go. So, this Spirit said distending when I pulled the ocean card. So this person's under some kind of pressure that's enormous, like the ocean, some kind of divide, some kind of division. And division has the word vision in it. So something they created... Oh shoot. There we go. Something they created has caused some kind of division.
Keep asking.
Keep asking. Something that they were trying to create has caused them to sink into the ocean, or has become wide like the ocean, or they've become under a lot of pressure because something, just like that girl in the movie I was saying, she had a lot of pressure to do this art because she wasn't going through anything. She felt like because she wasn't going through anything that she couldn't do this thing she wanted to do. So this person had some kind of vision or idea that had them in the deep end of the ocean to begin with. Because what their vision was, what didn't fit who they are or what they're capable of as whatever it is they're creating, okay? Oh my god, I was just listening about this earlier today. Spirit was saying how when you're in resistance to what is meant for you, it's hard to do it, okay? And you'll feel tired, you'll feel uninspired, you won't be motivated. When you force yourself to do something that isn't right for you or isn't vibrationally matching for you, funeral, it's your funeral because 444, the human experience, because you don't understand energy. When you have a vision or an idea or something that you want to create, you have to make sure that you're a vibrational match for it, because we are first and foremost vibrational. Hello, Lake Superior. If you're not a vibration... Hola, Jason. If you're not a vibrational match to your idea, then every action you take towards that idea will make you feel tired. But we don't know that. So because we have it in our heads that we have to do this idea, this is something that we might like the idea of, because probably for the wrong reasons, like it'll make us money, or it'll make us popular, or people will like me. You know, those are not the right reasons to want to create something or manifest something. So this person has a vision that automatically had them in the definitely, thank you, that automatically had them in the deep end of their vibrational stance. If you're not a vibrational match to your idea, it will not come easy to you. It will not be fun. You'll always be tired. You'll never be motivated. When something is a vibrational match to your idea, and you'll have many ideas and they won't all be vibrational matching, it'll be because you're a vibrational match and you will feel happy to do it. Like when I do these reads, I think about doing a read every day. I have to pace myself and ask myself, do I really have to do one every day? Because it's just so much fun. And I do have to pace myself because sometimes when I'm energetically broke or not feeling good, sometimes I force myself to do one even though I don't feel good, and that is not healthy either. And so it's about a balance. It's not about being like, one way, successful all the time. I got to get this done, because you can never get it done, and you can never get it done. It's never supposed to be done. If you were done doing anything you're supposed to be doing, then it'd be like, okay, done. Now what? Okay, done. Okay, I'm done. If you were so quick to be with the end result, that's the whole point of the journey. That's why Spirit always tells me it's the journey, not the destination, because it's supposed to be fun to get the idea and to start thinking about the components of the idea and to start like marinating about how fun it would be and like imagining yourself. Like, that's part of the fun. So this person had a vision that had them in the deep end already because their intentions were not pure. They were probably money or something lame like that. We'll see. Okay. They're always under the influence? Yeah, probably. This month is a mother in reverse, so possibly. That's a great point to bring up. If you already have that holding you back, that you're always on alcohol or weed or cigarettes or whatever vice you have or addiction you have, I'm not judging you, but it will be a blockage on your vibrational vision, on your ability to envision and hold vibrationally that vision for what you want. It will disrupt it 100%. 100%. The temple. I told you this person probably is using some kind of divination or spiritual practice, or they need to start having a whole. This is the temple right side up, so it usually. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at this. The color on the outside of the mother in reverse is the same color as the temple, which is green and yellow, and then the blue on the outside. So this person, oh my god, mother, this person's vision was not very nurturing. It was some kind of spiritual practice that they were going to use to have some kind of creation or work or something like that. It was part of their vision. Something they were going to do with some kind of spirituality. But they're a mother in reverse. So you already know that if it has to do... Signal, thank you. You already know, or I already know, that by spirituality, this person wanted to use spirituality in some kind of negative way. To make money or to do something like that. People always want to use spirituality as some way to control people. That's not what spirituality is for, That's like, it's so basic, It's so basic. Like, they make movies about that all the time. The Book of Eli. That's what it first came to my mind. The gem in reverse. This person thought that they had a foolproof plan. They thought they had a foolproof plan. Their vision was something that was, look at this. I told you it's about money. Look, I have these hands here, and I have prey hands here with a little medallion underneath. So their vision, had to do with money, okay? Enraged. Spirit said they're enraged. You know why this makes Holy Spirit upset? I mean, amongst like all the reasons, but especially because when you use spirituality, you're tricking people into thinking that you're some kind of spiritual guru or something, that you've done the work, that you're at a place of ascension or vibration to be able to help people. And this person's pretending to be that way. Something that they've thought was foolproof, that they could get away with, that would have been easy. Give me a break. You know what? It's hard to follow the path of God. It's one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life, to stand up for what I believe in, to put boundaries up, to sacrifice the things I sacrifice to be able to be a clearer conduit for God's messages, to live in the light that I live in. Not a lot of people are for that. When not a lot of people answer the call, you know? And so you cannot be somebody who pretends to be someone spiritual, and then you're drinking and you're not even nurturing, you're not even compassionate, your main goal is money. Like, if you have an idea and a vision that you're trying to uphold and make come to fruition, and it's not even to truly help people, God is not going to be about that, okay? That's a no-no. That's a no-no. Yeah, this person has upset the balance. This person has upset the balance with whatever their cockamamie idea was. They have literally upset the balance. Hard to be a nice person when you look like this. Right? People have so many assumptions. But this person has upset the balance of the universe by doing something that they've been doing with divination or spirituality. Something they thought was foolproof, something they thought was very black or white. You know, black or white thinking, whether it'll always get you in trouble, because nothing is ever as simple as that. It's not as simple as I'm going to do it, or no, I'm not going to do it, yes or no. It's not that simple. This person's idea involved something that was they thought it was a gem, but it wasn't a gem. It upset the balance of some kind of the universe, something that has them in the deep end of the ocean now. They're stuck. They probably need an actual spiritual person's help right now. They're probably wishing they would have never done whatever it is they did. I can guarantee you that. What else? What do you want us to know? You know what? Let's look in this book right here. Spirit, tell us more. Get a gym membership. Davy Crockett owned the Wild Frontier. Yeah, this is a general reading. If you want a personal reading, email me at Patiencewithspirit. Spirit, please tell me more about this person. The village. They presented others. Wait. They gathered a village. They gathered a village and made a place that feels like home. But there was a conundrum, because the place... Cousin. Because the place that felt like home, most often if people left, they couldn't return. They tried to make it feel nostalgic and comfy to draw people back, but on the other hand, nobody's allowed to leave. Nobody's allowed to leave, and nobody's allowed to grow beyond them. They gathered a village on an unspoken boundary that exists, and if villagers cross it, then they aren't supported. See, I told you, this person created some kind of spiritual circle where nobody could grow beyond them. They have to be the number one power structure of this village, of this community. That is not power. When you teach somebody something, you want the student to be equal to the teacher. Once the teacher teaches the student becomes equal to the teacher, and that student will be a teacher for someone else. You're supposed to pass on knowledge, not keep it for yourself. This person created a community that was supposed to feel like home, that was supposed to feel nostalgic and comfortable, but God forbid you leave or want to grow, then you don't get supported. Confirmation. That is ridiculous, okay? That's why she's a mother in reverse. So, what else? So, they don't support you. If you decide to leave, you'll hear whispers of doubt. So they'll spread rumors about you in this village, or this mother will spread rumors about you, creating seeds of doubt in all of your fellow villagers, creating borders, energetic borders where you feel like you can't leave, but at the same time, you don't want to stay. The energy of the village is present, and they feel restricted. They try to make this village their only group, the community, their family, their only place to go, their only ideology. But it only serves themselves, because there's something from the past that's staying within them, that creates these parameters that never satiate their thirst. This person wants power over everybody, and no matter how much power they have, they're never satisfied. They have an everlasting hunger to have power, to be all-knowing, to be the person that is the one that everyone waits for, that the world awaits for. Give me a break. This person's not God. That sounds like God to me. This person from a higher perspective clearly has an unhealed wound. We're going to find out what it is. Yeah, exactly. This person's fake. Calling upon Holy Spirit, acting like they're a family, a community, pretending to be warm and welcoming, but God forbid that you want to grow or leave this community, then you're not supported, and they gossip about you and spread rumors about you and make it so you don't want to leave, but you don't want to stay. Like, what? Yeah, it is a tyrant. Definitely a tyrant. Go for it. So they had prayers for positive expectations, and they thought that their prayers were heard and answered. And they were working on this situation since its beginning, since its genesis. Tree. They thought that they were growing something like a tree, and they thought that because they involved multiple people, that they were on this right path. Can you imagine that someone creates something that could have been so great, and they think that it's actually awesome, but yet at the same time they're so oppressive? Like, this person's delusional. According to what Spirit's telling me, they actually thought in their own mind that they were on the right path. That this is, yeah, it sounds like Scientology or something like it. Some kind of cult or some kind of belief system, like twin flame universe or something. Serpents. Spirit said serpents. Yeah, this person has unhealed inner child wounds. They're operating out of an unclear field, unhealed wounds. Their vision or their idea, this person is under the illusion that a Ouija board. Spirit said divination earlier. Spirit just said Ouija board. This person is using divination and getting some kind of ideas or guidance from something. That's why they think they're on the right path, because we talk about this all the time, and I'll talk about it as much as Spirit wants to talk about it, because clearly there's some kind of gap, there's some kind of misinformation about divination. You cannot use divination when you have unhealed inner child wounds, okay? When you have an unclear field at all, when you do not have the gift of discernment, or it's not developed, you cannot use divination to get answers for whatever vision you have, or or idea and have whatever energy wants to match you at where you're at now, which is unhealed, is going to come and going to prey on those inner child wounds. They're going to say, yeah, do this idea. It's going to be great. All you have to do is gather people, tell them how awesome they are, and then, yeah, words. Spirit says just words. It's just words. Holy Spirit will never ask you to hurt other people. They'll never care about money. They'll never tell you anything that can't be backed up factually by someone or something. Never. And they'll never ask you to hurt yourself or hurt somebody else. Never will they do that. This person was doing divination because they felt powerless. They were looking for some kind of answers from Holy Spirit, but because they don't have the ability, or they haven't cleared their field, 444 on the clock, they weren't able to discern the energy. And so whatever came to them told them to do this cockamamie plan. Ridiculous. Orca whale adventure. Yeah, they dared to do things differently. They thought that they were some unique butterfly that was using divination, that they were all powerful, that they had some kind of 4111 on the clock, that they had some kind of special, unique connection with their own. It could have came to them as an ancestor. It could have said they were whatever they want to say to make this person think that they could trust this energy. Okay? I thought it was a person, so it was a reference. So they thought they were manifesting their dreams. They thought that going on this great journey with confidence, being loyal to this energy, 4144 on the clock, being loyal to this energy that came to them would give them treasures. They thought if they were brave and powered through, they'd be more powerful than they know. Prison. Spirit said prison. This person's going to go to prison for what they've done. They've probably been stealing money, tricking people out of their homes. Give me a break. Family. Yeah, just like the book said, this person pretends to be your new family. You don't need your old family. You have us now. If you want to leave this situation, then don't bother coming back or whatever. I don't know the tactics, the brainwashing tactics of someone like this, but it's basically to get you to feel unconfident about going back to your family and leaving whatever this is, because they really don't have any power at all. They have to bully people or brainwash them or trick them into staying, into believing whatever ideology this. They've been doing divination. So Spirit said Ouija board. I had a couple of friends that told me they went to the graveyard and played with a Ouija board. I said, what are you, stupid? I don't mean to be so harsh, but do not do that. Why on earth, people think it's fun, like in the movies, we'll go, they're all scared and shit, and they're all unhealed and shit, and they want to go play with the Ouija board. Well, it's not a joke. It's not a movie. That's why you don't do it, because you don't need something outside of yourself to talk to Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit doesn't require a Ouija board. Holy Spirit doesn't require you to go out to a cemetery and ask them to make your dreams come true. Okay? Holy Spirit says, stop being lazy.
Freedom.
Stop being lazy. Be persistent. Learn your energy. Pray to us. Show some kind of action steps to want to have a relationship with us. 444 on the clock. You wouldn't go to your mom and dad or you wouldn't make a new friend and never call them or ask them how they're doing. You wouldn't make a new friend and ask for favors and then never talk to them again. It's the same with Spirit. People want things from Holy Spirit, but they don't want to look at themselves. They don't want to heal their wounds. They don't want to actually commit to having a relationship with Holy Spirit. And then they wonder why everything falls apart for them, because You only contact Holy Spirit 4444444 when you want something. And it's usually money or power or control. You know, it is mindless thinking and it's selfish. Why would Holy Spirit come to somebody who's not even taking the time to raise their vibration or clear their field or come from a space of unconditional love? Holy Spirit doesn't give a fuck about how much money you're going to get. They don't care about how much power you're going to have over people. That's not a way to contact Holy Spirit. That's a way to contact other things. Just saying. Okay. Just saying. Hello, Lisa. Cougar, assertive. So, yeah. In their silence, they were trying to find power. Just like I said, I literally just said this. They were trying to claim a leadership role by taking action. But they didn't know where to go or what to do. But they knew they had the courage and confidence to succeed. Well, that's their problem. They thought they were so confident because they were dibble-dabbling in divination, and whatever was talking to them was giving them some kind of advice that was giving them false confidence on what they should do.
Level.
Spirit said level. Giving them false confidence of their level of spirituality or spiritual authority. Okay? So this person wasn't, that's why not everybody's born a psychic. You can become a psychic because everyone is innately psychic, but there's some people who are more psychic than others because it's literally like the saying of Spider-Man. Spider-Man. With great power comes great responsibility. You have to be at a level of empathy and humility to not care about having power over people. Otherwise, it poisons your brain. When you get great power, people who are not healed will take that power and use it against people, and they'll use it to assert dominance over people because they think that that's power, and it's not. It's weakness. That's weak. It's weak. Black Bear Guardian. So there was somebody that I remember in the Bible it said there's a particular person who had spiritual
Probably not.
I know, I'm thinking of the wrong word. Had divine protection. Thank you, Spirit. Had divine protection, a guardian. So they may have tried to recruit someone or come against somebody who was divinely protected, who didn't do anything to them, who wasn't at the same resonance or frequency as them. Somebody who's wise, somebody who's gentle, somebody who has their own confidence and their own inner power and protects the ones they love. Someone who is guided by their intuition.
Robot.
Robot. Spirit said this person's a robot. Oracle! Oh, shit. It's like a robot versus an oracle. God's oracle. Hi, Serena. Thanks for being here. Let's look at our focus book. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Spirit, what is this person? What's this person's problem? Tell me. Family again. I have family here. Family in orca whales. Family in go for it. And I have family here. Let's see. So they created a family with that they were supposed to love one another with brotherly affection, outdo one another in showing honor. Romans 12:10. Shop. Yeah. So Spirit said, okay, I got you. Okay, Spirit. Spirit just said that this person had an opportunity. They had a vision that they could have created a family where you're supposed to love one another with brotherly affection and outdo another in showing honor. And then Spirit said shop and homicide. But instead, what they did was create a family to gather money and funds and to hurt people. in the process. So they created a family that everyone thought that they were closest to. And even though they aren't blood, they thought they were all connected. But through the relationship, they thought that intimacy was present, but it wasn't. There were signs of importance and meaning that they often misinterpreted. This family was cultivated through convenience due to proximity and habits and tendencies ignited by desire. There was an element of control that they sought to implement into these spaces. They pretended to allow comfort to determine their reach. So they used comfort to reach out to these people to gain trust. They made these people feel comfortable, like they're part of a family. But really, they they were just addressing people pleasing. These people just wanted to please this person. They felt so they had unhealed wounds. If you're a people pleaser and you encounter somebody who you feel like you have to do things that make you uncomfortable in order to fit in with them, then that's a sign that you have some healing to do. Because if that's the case, then you're an overt people pleaser. You're in dis-ease. Because when you have a clear field and you know who you are and you make healthy boundaries and you can identify when somebody's taking advantage of you and you can say no. There's people here who are part of this family that this person targeted through comfort for their own desires, for their own habits and tendencies that couldn't say no to them. So through family ties, they treat them. So if you're not for their family ties, then you mean nothing to them. They define family as everything. If your goal is never exclusively theirs, then they radically pursue all types of people in hopes of extending their family and building a kingdom. But you need to have it's exclusivity. You need to have their goals and it's exclusive to what they want. If you do not meet these parameters that they seek out in the will of God, oh my gosh, in the name of family, then anyone who's not part of their family isn't an extension of love to them. That is bullshit. Basically, what Spirit's saying is that this person comes in the disguise of how family is everything, and if there's one little thing that you disagree about, or you say one little thing against them, or disagree in any way, if your goals are not exclusive to theirs, then they treat you like some kind of leper or something, and they don't extend love to you. Well, what kind of family is that? I don't want to be a part of a family like that, where if I have a differing opinion, then I get treated like I'm an asshole. This person acts as they're some kind of messenger of God. That's annoying. So they seek people out who fit a certain criteria in order for them to assert their exclusive goals over them. Okay? They have a method of offering love and lavishness to those who feel lonely. So they target people who are in a low space. Oh, real real great. Yeah, target people who are at their lowest of the lows, looking for anybody to understand them and act like you do and you love them. Yeah, of course they're going to be a part of your stupid family because they need someone to be there for them. So they take advantage of people at their lowest states. It's horrible. It's horrible. They, if you are different, or if you are different, or if your lives look different than their mission, then they seek to destroy your own lives. If you have a different mission than them, they will literally go out of their way to destroy your life. Like I said in the beginning, they make it so you can't leave, but they make it so you don't want to stay. Okay? They respond with immediacy and expect you to forgive them quickly, even if they fought, no matter your potential, no matter what your potential is, they often want you to treat you differently because they want to make you feel like you don't fit inside the compartments that they've created. So if you're somebody who may be in a low space, but you have a lot of potential to be more, they will purposely, this is gaslighting. This is classic abuse, narcissistic abuse. If they feel you have any kind of potential, looks wise, anything to be better than them, they will purposely seek to treat you differently so you don't fit in. This is horrible. This is absolutely horrid. They pretend to offer kindness and empathy, like they're in a church family. Glass, but they're transparent. It's a glass house. You throw one little pebble and it shatters because it's not real. It's not based on anything. Their standards waver because they're based on because they don't want to be forgotten. They're imitating Jesus. Oh, God. Okay, I'm done reading that. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. How dare you? You prey on people who are at their lowest. You pretend to be godly. You make people feel bad if they have any kind of potential to grow beyond yourself. You're pathetic. Okay? You're absolutely pathetic. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little feisty. But I mean, I hate that. I just don't understand why you would be doing divination. You think you're talking to Holy Spirit. You think Holy Spirit would be helping someone who acts like this? I mean, I think it's just like when when my family member looked at me like I had 10 heads. Spirit just said village. Tortured. They torture this group of people, this village of people they've gathered under the guise of God. They act like Jesus, like they're holier than thou, when they're really out to make sure nobody surpasses them. Well, I'll tell you right now, that ain't Jesus, because Jesus is an ascended master, and his whole goal is to make sure that you got to his level or surpassed him. That was his whole goal. That was his whole thing. Like, that's Jesus' thing. You cannot pretend to be Jesus when you can't even stand someone else being better than you.
Embarrassed.
Yeah. Jesus is embarrassed of this person. Hi, Marie. Namaste. Alright. How can we end this? Clearly, this is not gonna fly, okay? Holy Spirit says, hell no, we won't go. This is not gonna happen anymore. Thank God. Mercury, communicate, analyze, let your mind tell you how to. The awareness of many thoughts about or form many words. Oh, Spirit said words earlier. This person needs to get out of their mind and into their heart. This person has a lot of healing to do. They speak a lot of words, they sound good. That's why empaths, thank you, Spirit. That's why, let them have it, patience. That's why Spirit says you need to know energy. Because if you knew your non-physical energy, you would be able to discern when somebody's just talking to you, spitting words out of their mouth, acting like they're Jesus, acting like they're loving, acting like they care. They're just pretending. They're just saying the right things to prey on people that they know are having a hard time. And that is horrible. Okay? If you knew energy, you would be able to discern people's words. You would be able to feel if they mean what they say, if what they're saying matches how they feel. Because there are people, or everybody, you will be able to look at somebody and hear what they're saying to you and feel a distinct difference in their energy that they emit. They will feel awful, but they'll be saying the right things. And you'll say to yourself, why don't I believe this person? There's something about this person that's off that makes me feel like I have to ask more questions, that I have to pull more information out of them. If you continue to ask questions and they keep gaslighting you, or they're thwarting your questions, or they ask a question with a question, or the answer they give you is very weird and obtuse and not it doesn't answer anything, that's a sign that this person is hiding something. And you need to take that as Bible, as energy, because energy never lies. This person's a liar and they have unhealed wounds. They're pretending to be holy. They're pretending to be some kind of family unit, recruiting people to come into their village to assert dominance and power over them. Certain vastly. So they can speak a lot of words all they want, but I guarantee you if they came into my face and said that same shit to me, I would be able to immediately know that I need to walk away from this person, because investing in this person isn't going to be good. This person abuses divination. They've been contacted by something that's not Holy Spirit, because Holy Spirit would never allow you to act this way. First of all, let me just tell you that if you have this ability to be this way, you will not be talking to Holy Spirit, because it doesn't match vibrationally. Holy Spirit is pure, unconditional love. And we are too in a dense body, but if your field is not clear, so Holy Spirit can't come all the way down here in density and be with you. They're with you, but they cannot communicate with you because you're not at least meeting them halfway vibrationally. You have to at least meet them halfway. And you do that by clearing your field, by being kind, by having your heart lighter than a feather, by having high moral standards, by not wanting to hurt people, by doing acts of kindness, by finding joy, by being grateful, by being thankful for all you have, by being in an abundant mindset. Those are ways that we can clear our field. But this person created a vision just to make money, and then went to the divination, to a Ouija board, and said, how can I make money doing this? And then whatever they invited matched their energy, because they didn't come with unconditional love. They came with a condition, and it wasn't even to help people, it was for money. I mean, this is like, I don't know, I just feel like this is common sense over here. I don't know, but that's why we do this. That's why we do this. That's why we do this, to help people understand from a higher perspective that this ain't gonna fly. Okay, so let me see. Your vision, unconventional way. They had to be a different and unique butterfly. This person felt like they had to be different and unique than everyone else. Whatever came to them through divination on the Ouija board was like, do this and you will be the coolest person on the block, and people will flock to you and give their power away to you, and you will have them follow you. Who cares? Who cares about that? If you need people to follow you to this degree where you would hurt people, then you got a lot of explaining to do, okay? Okay. I'm going the wrong way, so I keep smashing into walls. No, you're not going the wrong way. There's no wrong way. Every way is valuable. It's your ability to be open to it coming to you in different ways. You know, a lot of people have an expectation that it has to happen a certain way. I need it to happen this way for me to be happy. If this happens, then I'll be happy. But the thing about that is that it's not going to happen until you're happy now. So you have to, if you want things to come to you and to change for you and to go in a direction that feels good, you have to feel good now. And you have to not expect an outcome in a certain way. You have to be open to whatever way it comes and to not need to know. People feel the need to know how things are going to end or the way things need to come to them. They have to know. And what that does is it limits the way it comes to you, and then because it has to come in such a specific way. So when people have ideas or make plans or have ideas about what they want their future to look like or what direction to go in, they often are so specific in what they want that they get stuck in their head that it has to happen this way, you know, or I want this to happen. But really, you know, you could want to move to California, but really Spirit's guiding you to move to Oregon, but you never thought about Oregon because you're so dead fixed on California, you know. So instead of saying I want to move here and do this, you say, I don't know where you want me to go, Spirit, but I'm open to anywhere you want to take me that's for my highest good. I'm open to going anywhere that you feel would be for my highest path or something. You have to practice speaking this way. You have to keep it open-ended. This person had a very specific plan that had to do with making money. And making money money doesn't exist anywhere outside of this planet. And money is an energy. So if money's an energy and you want it to flow abundantly, you have to not need it. You have to feel like you have enough with what you have now. And you have to be happy now. This person made an intention and a plan and a vision just to get money, and then tried to ask Holy Spirit through divination, through a Ouija board on an unclear field with a bad intention. They got what they asked for. They got exactly what they asked for.
Must return.
So you have to have an idea of what you want. Spirit says to be generally specific.
Expatiates.
Be generally specific. So have an idea, like, I want to be a makeup artist. Okay, makeup artist is very general, is very specific. Okay, that's a specific job. Now, how are you gonna get there? I don't know. I'm open. I want to be a makeup artist. I'm open to any opportunities you want to send me to help me accomplish that. Boom. Generally specific. Okay. Yeah, and foolish desires too. Yes, boy, that's true. This person, you know, I wanted to be a makeup artist because I wanted to change the way that people felt about themselves. I wanted to help people feel good about themselves. When I do someone's makeup, I have them look right into the mirror the whole time I'm doing it so they can see the transformative ability it has, and that I can see what can make them feel good. It was a service I was providing. So therefore, God sent me all the things I needed to be a successful makeup artist, and I'm so grateful for that, and I was very successful. Now I want to be psychic because I want to help people, not to make money, not to be famous, but I want to be of service. So you have to have an intention that matches Holy Spirit's vibration if you want to attract something that's abundant and fruitful. Okay? Otherwise, you're going to attract what you're vibrating at, and money isn't the best. You know, that's, who cares about money? You have to not care about the money to attract it. Otherwise, you're saying to the universe you don't have it. How can this person be better than yesterday? If you're reading this Write a kind note and leave it in public. I told you, this person don't even practice acts of kindness. You know, I'm not like tooting my own horn, but I love being kind to everybody. I will open doors for people. I will help people across the street. I'll pick up people's stuff that drop it. I'll help people clean things up. I'll ask people how their day is, you know, like whatever I can do, because that's what I can do in the moment. Practicing acts of kindness will 100% help clear your field and help you get in a resonance with Holy Spirit. You never know when your kind words will be just what someone else needs. I cannot make it up. But why? Think about something that's making you anxious. Now ask yourself why and answer. Keep repeating the process until you get to the bottom of the issue. Yes, the more self-aware you are, the more equipped you are to remain positive and energetic. Spirit, I fucking love you, Spirit. I love you. I love you so much. Devote, I don't know what you need. Your direction is within you. You have to be flexible. It could be a direction that you're not even, Spirit saying imperceptible. You're not being perceptive to the limitlessness of who you are. There's some kind of limitation you're putting on yourself. And I don't know what it is. You have to identify it. I love you so much, Collective. That was so much fun. 1-11-11. Come through, Spirit. I am so grateful to be here for you. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.